Here is a question most Love Live fans have never thought to ask. Before Maki Nishikino existed, before the red hair, before the piano, there was already a singer, a real one, with a real debut, real albums, a real career. Her name is a stage name meaning wrapped with warmth, an artist loved by everyone, and she was making music 3 years before the Idol anime franchise ever called her name. So why does the fandom talk about her character and almost never about her? This is not a story about someone who failed. This is a story about someone who succeeded twice and only got credit for one of them. In 2007, a young woman from Tokyo released her debut single as an independent artist. She was not a voice actress. She was not an idol. She was a singer, building something from scratch in one of the most competitive music markets in the world. For 3 years, she worked, she performed, she released music, without the backing of a major anime franchise, without a character to carry her name to millions of fans. And then, in 2010, the Idol anime project called. They needed a voice for a first-year student, a pianist, a character with a complicated relationship with her own ambitions. She got the role, and everything changed, but not in the way you might expect. The character she voiced became one of the most popular in the entire franchise. Polls, merchandise, fan art, character songs. The character consistently ranked at or near the top of everything, and her voice was behind all of it. Her powerful vocals gave the character a presence that others simply did not have. In a cast of 9 strong performers, she stood out, not by being the flashiest, but by having the most distinctive voice in the room. Fans noticed, but here is what they did not notice. She was not a voice actress who became a singer. She was a singer who became a voice actress. That distinction matters because it means her identity, her actual professional identity, existed before the character, before the group, before the franchise gave her a platform she never asked to need. And yet the franchise became the lens through which everyone saw her. While fans were falling in love with the character, she kept building her solo career. In 2014, she made her major label debut with a single that entered the national music charts at number 18. That is not a support act achievement. That is a genuine commercial breakthrough for an independent artist transitioning to major label status. She released albums, she toured, she built a fan base that knew her as an artist, not as a character voice. She speaks 3 languages, the language of her father, the language of her mother, and English. She carried that multicultural identity into her music, something that set her apart from the typical voice actress turned singer pipeline. She was not following a formula. She was carving her own path, parallel to the franchise, not dependent on it. And that is exactly what made her story so easy to overlook. Here is the uncomfortable reality of being the voice behind the franchise's most popular character. When your character is beloved, you get visibility, but it is the character's visibility, not yours. Fans celebrate the character's piano solos. Fans quote the character's lines. Fans buy the character's merchandise. And somewhere in all of that, the actual human being with a decade-long music career becomes secondary. This is not unique to her, but it hits differently when the person being overshadowed was already an established artist before the franchise existed. She did not need the franchise to validate her talent. She had already proven it. But the fandom's attention created a new version of her that somehow felt more real to casual fans than the singer who had been working since 2007. She never stopped. In 2022, she released her 5th studio album, 4 years after her previous full-length work. In 2024, she stood on stage at a major concert venue for the anime 10th anniversary celebrations, alongside her fellow cast members. As the character, as herself, as both at once, she has not disappeared into the silence that sometimes follows a franchise's peak years, but the music output has slowed, and the fandom conversation has never fully caught up to who she actually is. A singer first, a voice actress second. One of the most quietly impressive careers in the entire franchise universe. So here is what I want you to sit with. She was making music before the character existed. She built a career before the franchise handed her an audience. She succeeded on her own terms, and then succeeded again inside a world that made her character immortal. That is two careers. Most artists would be grateful for one. The question is not whether she deserved more recognition. She clearly did. The question is why the fandom, which claims to love everything about the original group, never looked past the red hair and the piano to see the person behind them. Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you are new here, this channel covers the stories the fandom forgets to tell. Subscribe, because there are more of them than you think.